At the devil are we? We've got some more wild and shocking moments caught on camera. Let's see what these are all about.
Powerful stories that change the way you think. Impactful investigations that change the way you see.
How many times has your car been stolen?
5 times.
Yeah. What? Do you think that you're a responsible owner of tigers?
I damn sure do.
Yeah, I love them.
Heartwarming moments that change the way you feel.
I feel amazing.
Now available in a place that changes the way you watch TV. Inside Edition, streaming.
Now some video that will have you holding your breath. A woman tries to stop a suspected carjacker from getting away by jumping on the hood. Amber Cogliano tells us what happened.
A woman leaves her car running as she takes her dog for a walk. Suddenly, a white car pulls up. Watch as this guy gets out and then jumps right into her car. She runs over to stop him, and what happens next is crazy. He tries to get away and almost runs her over.
Two things come to mind here. Don't stand in front of a car that someone's going to carjack, because if they're arseholes enough to nick your property, then they're going to be arseholes enough to run you over. And two, what the hell are you doing leaving the car running and then just going for a leisurely walk with the dog? I know that you're trying to keep the car heated and what have you, but don't do it.
She pounds.
I know you should 100% be able to do it, because nobody's got a right to steal your property, but it's not the world we're living in.
On the hood, then jumps right on top. The thug speeds off with her clinging on for dear life. Her confused little dog is left behind. You can hear her screaming for help.
I mean, she's holding on for dear life there, and it's gonna hurt if they slam the brakes on.
Attorney Rich McLeod's security camera in Kansas City captured the heart-stopping video.
But the police have basically got an extra couple of charges if they ever catch them.
Couldn't believe that she got in front of the car. I couldn't believe she jumped on the car. And then, bless her soul, I couldn't believe she hung on. From the time the white car pulled into the parking lot until the driver jumps out and gets in the black Chevy Malibu and drives away with a woman on it is 43 seconds.
A woman fell off, suffering only
But she's shouting call 911.
minor injuries. Police are still looking for the suspect and the stolen car.
A tractor trailer slams into what was already a crash scene on the side of a highway. This is the startling video of the aftermath.
You good?
This happens far too often.
Hey, you good?
Troopers with Michigan State Police were on the scene responding to a motor vehicle crash in the left 2 lanes. That's when they say the driver of the tractor trailer failed to move over for the emergency vehicles and hit them. Miraculously, there were no serious injuries.
Tractor trailer.
The driver of the truck was arrested for reckless driving. This is not the first time something like this has happened in Michigan.
Is that what it's called in America? I mean, we call it a lorry or a wagon. We won't call it a tractor trailer.
A semi-truck lost control, crashing into a fire engine along a highway. Firefighters were responding to a rollover vehicle.
It's like people don't know how to drive. Well, I suppose that's what causes most accidents. But surely you don't switch off enough when the conditions are that bad anyway, that you're going to slide and smack into the side of a fire engine.
And parked on the side of the road, when all of a sudden, wham! The semi jackknifed and flipped over. Firefighters run off the road to avoid getting hit. Police remind drivers that it's the law to move over 1 lane and slow down to 10 miles an hour below the posted speed limit when you see emergency vehicles with flashing lights on. It's a miracle no one was hurt. Watch
I apologise for anyone's ears, by the way, because that just nearly deafened me.
again as a semi-truck loses control, crashing into a fire engine along a highway in
I know we've seen it, come on.
Firefighters were responding to a rollover vehicle.
Will he be able to flip it over?
And parked on the side of the road when all of a sudden, wham, the semi jackknifed and flipped over.
Oh, we've seen it about 6 times.
To avoid getting hit.
Okay, we just had a PI involving some fire truck.
Am I in a loop here or something? Come on.
Owner of a PI and a semi rolled over, hit a fire truck, and almost all of us are going to be checking for injuries.
Even from this dash cam video, it's not hard to see the icy roads. The driver of the truck was taken to the hospital as a precaution. Several other vehicles on scene were damaged.
They call him Houndini, as in Houdini, the legendary escape artist. This pooch is now a folk hero after leaping from a second-floor window and escaping from a home in New Orleans. The dog, named Scrim, has been spotted all over the city, but is avoiding a massive effort at catching him.
Hey everybody.
This is Scrim before his great escape. Michelle Jeremy, who runs an animal shelter in the
Sorry, but if you dress your dog up like that, it's going to want to escape.
city, was about to take Scrim for a walk, but he had other plans.
He made his way to the second floor of my house, jumped on my daughter's bed, chewed out through the screen, and jumped 13 feet to the ground.
That was November 14th.
Oh,
Been on the run ever since.
I don't like that sound.
It's so hard to catch him because he's fast, he's smart, he's resourceful. We have used infrared drones, night vision cameras, binoculars. It's sort of like one of our family members is missing.
Scrim actually wears a GPS collar, but he's been on the run for so long that
Fucking night vision cameras, drones. Jesus. Are they searching for a dog or Bin Laden?
the battery has died. Now a small army of concerned citizens are sending Michelle videos of Scrim the dog sightings. Food has
People searching for UFOs probably find it easier than searching for this dog.
been laid out in a trap. So what happened? Scrim ate it all, and he still got away. This map shows all the places the Westie Mix has been spotted.
It will surprise me if he's got his own social media page, that dog.
Everybody in NOLA seems to have latched on to, hey, there's this little dog that we love running the streets, and let's try to get him home.
I don't like that sound.
This car hits black ice, and look what happens next. She's out of there. The driver made the leap out of the car on a highway in Missouri. Once on her feet, she's still slipping and sliding. The car ended up...
Yeah, well, screw everybody else, huh?
And here's the driver, America Smalls.
What made you decide to jump out of your vehicle?
The car wasn't stopping. I didn't know what to do. So like my first thought was to jump out. I just didn't want to be in the vehicle, like if a collision were to happen.
Scary.
Yeah. Up the other car. Just jump out. Let it go where it may.
Scenes like these are taking place across the USA. This is in Wichita. Here it is.
A tractor trailer jackknifed.
This SUV is skidding all the way over to the other side of the highway.
What happens when you drive too fast?
The driver of this truck skid across several lanes of traffic.
Oh my gosh.
So how should you drive in bad weather?
You need to take it slow. Speed is going to be key.
Here near Philadelphia, I got tips on driving in terrible weather from AAA's Jana Tidwell.
Any sudden acceleration, any sudden braking motion is going to cause you to potentially lose control.
Here's another very important rule, and that is to keep your distance in icy conditions.
What are your thoughts about her jumping out of her car?
Unless that car is headed for a scary body of water, not a safe decision to make. You want to try to regain as much control of your vehicle as possible.
Yeah, instead of just letting it smack into somebody else.
Mayhem on the streets. A frustrated driver in a white Mercedes plows through a crowd of more than 100 cyclists swarming an LA street. The bike riders swerve right and left to avoid being mowed down. The driver weaves around them, narrowly missing one after another.
All right. Question mark. What's 100 bikes doing just on the road? Is it some sort of event or something? They all look like teenagers. I don't know. Maybe they're doing some sort of event, or maybe they're just taking over the neighborhood. I don't know. 2, what's keeping up with the car? because that car's doing a bit of speed and the camera is keeping up with it. So is that somebody on a bike chasing him, or is that another car?
Look how close he is to taking out this guy popping a wheelie.
Hey, move! Hey, watch out!
A motorbike rider.
I mean, sorry, but they're probably a bunch of dickheads.
Behind them shouts frantic warnings.
Watch out! Watch out!
The crazy scenes go on for nearly a mile.
Yeah, motorbikes chasing him.
As the speeding driver swerves into the oncoming lane and back again.
Hey, watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Terrified cyclists pull over to the right and let him pass.
This is nuts. The footage is absolutely nuts. To be clear, both sides are doing something illegal. I mean, this.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, you got a bunch of idiots doing wheelies down the road, not paying any attention to the traffic. Some of them are on the pavements. And then you got a guy in a car who's pissed off, fed up of it, and thought, you know what? Take your chances. It happens. It happens over here quite a lot. You know, these illegal scooters, e-scooters that you got, and you got teenagers that wearing all black with like a mask on, balaclava, you can't see the faces, and they're whizzing around on roads. Then they end up getting killed, and what happens? Oh, they were such lovely lads, they wouldn't hurt a fly, and oh, the apple of my eye. And it's like that scooter was nicked probably, and they were weaving through traffic, and they were putting the people at risk, other people at risk, and they paid with their lives, which is tragic, yes, but it's 100% on them.
Cyclists were not in the right in terms of how they were taking the lane, but what that driver was doing was clearly endangering lives.
The LAPD saying right now that there are no arrests or charges filed just yet.
It's a garbage truck
Good.
in flames. And look, the driver jumps on, steering it away from homes in its path. She leaps off as the rolling inferno crashes into a parked pickup truck. Both
They're pissed off if that's your pickup truck though.
vehicles are engulfed in flames.
The popping was so bad, I thought something, and it was so close to his gas tank, I was just ready for like an explosion.
Mark and Candace Holman of Yorba Linda, California, say 2 of their cars were totaled along with Christmas gifts in the trunk, but they're great.
I bet those Christmas gifts was worth thousands. But don't worry, it's insured.
Grateful for the hero driver.
It wasn't so much what she did, and the fact is that she had the guts to try to go back in and prevent major catastrophes.
Son Jay shot video of the raging flames.
We kind of just got lucky that the fire department got here when they did.
Fire Captain Greg Barta says it's a Christmas miracle the hero garbage truck driver did not sustain any injuries.
A burning vehicle is not something you want to re-enter, certainly not one that's moving. She was very lucky to come away uninjured, unharmed.
They may look legit, but cops say these guys are actually fake Amazon delivery drivers about to stage a home
Get away.
invasion. First, they knock on the door. Then they force their way in. 8 minutes later, they flee, leaving the battered homeowner calling out in pain. Cops in Savannah, Georgia say the fake Amazon workers demanded to know where's the money before striking.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the fucking money, Lebowski?
Victim in the head, possibly with a sledgehammer that apparently was in that box they were carrying. We've
they took it back with them.
Reported before on how easy it is to obtain real-looking delivery uniforms like mail carriers and UPS. Now you can add Amazon to that list. An Amazon spokesman says the company monitors social media and demands that anyone selling unauthorized uniforms must stop immediately. Personal safety expert Jennifer Cassetta. What is the protocol when an Amazon delivery worker is dropping something off at your house? Do you have to open the door?
You never have to open the door when an Amazon person comes, or any delivery person for that matter, comes to your door. They will drop the package at your front door, and you do not have to get it until you are ready.
The amount of times where Amazon have been, and it's been pissing down with rain, and we've come home and they've just left it propped up against the front door, and it's piss wet through, cardboard's piss wet through, and it's on display for every man and his dog to basically just walk past and steal. I mean, at least some of them try to leave it in a place like behind the bins or something, so it's not in sight, but Yeah, I think they're under so much pressure that they've got to make the quarters that now they don't even knock on the door because they don't want to have to wait for you to answer it to take the parcel. They'll sort of go, you can't even aim them, like knock, 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 and then they sort of leg it. And when you answer the door, they're already in the van and pissed off halfway down the street.
The 66-year-old victim ended up with a serious head injury that needed 14 staples. The two
I'd love a bit of social justice sometimes.
suspects got away with just $50. Cops are still searching for them.
Powerful stories, impactful investments.
It's a joyful Christmas dinner. After finishing up with apple pie for dessert, a family in Utah is about
Oh, what's going on here?
On Inside Edition streaming.
It's a joyful Christmas dinner. After finishing up with apple pie for dessert, a family in Utah is about to play a board game when a terrifying medical emergency unfolds. Uncle Bob collapses to the floor. 43-year-old Bob Watson is having a heart attack. He has no pulse.
Initially, it looked like he was having a seizure. And so I just immediately called 911.
Brittany Giacani, his sister-in-law, yelled out for her husband Kyle. He's a former EMT.
I was doing compressions for about
That is lucky.
5 or 6 minutes straight, and I just knew not to stop once I started.
The 911 operator helped him pace the compressions.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bob, are you with us? Can you hear us, Bob?
Within minutes, an ambulance arrived. Medics administered a defibrillator to shock the heart. After 30 minutes, Uncle Bob was breathing again and rushed to the hospital. This photo was taken a day after the medical emergency. And here he is today, back home in Huntington Beach, California.
And I don't remember anything until thinking he's crushing me when they were doing CPR.
Watson says he's had underlying health issues, including severe pneumonia last October, which likely contributed to the heart attack.
Is your brother-in-law a hero?
He literally saved my life, yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't wear a cape every day.
His wife Heather points out how the
I'm not. They look ridiculous.
children at the dinner table were shielded from the medical crisis.
That everybody was able to find their part to do, whether it was moving furniture, getting the little ones out of the room.
Watson has only watched small portions of the video.
Why has it been difficult to watch?
Just seeing the family panicking and having a hard time.
He's literally a Christmas miracle.
This is not the place you want to be when a tornado hits on a boat.
It's man versus tornado.
Jesus wept.
Conditions were perfect for his dog and a buddy to head out on a reservoir in Chambers Country, Texas, outside of Houston for a leisurely day of fishing. But in the distance, you can see a powerful storm coming.
Come on. I mean, all you got to do is look at the weather pissing forecast and it'll tell you that there's some bad weather coming in.
In a matter of
Some people love it though, don't they?
minutes, that storm is headed right for them. Impact! They hang on for dear life as the EF3 tornado barrels through.
I mean, to be fair, that boat isn't even moving. Moving a little bit now.
Winds clocked in at 139 miles per hour. The small boat is no match for the Twister as it flips over, sending both men into the water.
Spoke too soon, didn't I?
Both men were uninjured and the dog is also okay.
Police are looking for a man who they say shot a woman outside her home in broad daylight. Canada's York Regional Police have a suspect on video because the attack was caught on the victim's home surveillance system. The suspect arrives outside the victim's home in a dark-colored Audi sedan.
Well, this is a paid hit by the looks of it.
He's wearing a high-visibility vest and a hard hat. He engages the woman in conversation, appearing to survey the property and even take notes. Things take a drastic turn when the woman starts to walk back to her home. The suspect pulls out a handgun and shoots, but the gun jams. He tries shooting again a couple of times, striking the woman before running away.
Kid National Lampoon's Hitman here.
He got back into his car and drove off.
That looks to me like someone's paid him to. I mean, if that's her driveway, by the way, look at the gates, look at the size of that. That does not look like a cheap house. The fact that he's got high vis, waited for her, followed her, even got his props in terms of like the little thing, he's got his mask on, and then he completely blew it with a gun. It seemed to me like this was a paid for assassination attempt.
Authorities are now on the hunt for the suspect, who is described as male, of Asian descent, and, quote, skinny build.
It's funny that I couldn't really tell what he looked like, but I thought he was Asian.
The victim was transported to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are calling this a targeted attack. They're encouraging anyone with information, dashcam or
I bet I'd be looking at husbands, family members,
surveillance video to leave
She got lucky that is fucking terrible at his job.
an anonymous tip by calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS.
I mean, it looks like the guy's literally never used a gun before. I mean, I'm no fucking John Wayne, but I think I'd do a better job than that.
This guy just used up one of his lucky stars.
Jesus Christ, that was close.
A pedestrian is out for his morning stroll. Suddenly, he spots an out-of-control car speeding right at him. In that split second, he jumps out of the way, avoiding being hit by mere inches. The runaway car smashes into a house in the San Francisco Bay Area. Talk about quick reflex.
That was close. That was really close.
Oh my God. Get this, he's 64 years old. He's still got the instincts of a cat. How did you know you were in danger?
I saw it out of the corner of my eye, then I heard it, and I reacted. It happened within 2 seconds.
A lot of people, I think, would have been just so stunned.
If I was a deer in the headlights, I would be a dead deer in the headlights.
Ralph Macia credits his workout routine at the gym for his faster-than-lightning reflexes.
I go to the gym, and work with a trainer.
Let me see that move you did, how you got out of the way.
I just saw the car, I reacted.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Police say the driver suffered a medical emergency moments before the crash.
I'm so grateful to be alive.
Boy, is he lucky. And by the way, the driver who had that medical emergency, he's expected to be okay.
He's the passenger who was pushed in front of an oncoming subway train.
What? So fucking sick people about.
I just thought, I've been pushed and I'm going to die.
Joe Linsky tells GMA about the moment that changed his life. He just finished having brunch on New Year's Eve and was waiting for the train to pull into.
Well, attempted murder right there.
Out of nowhere, a disturbed man in a black jacket shoved him into the tracks.
And the next thing I knew, I was flying
And whoever those two were.
Through the air, and I saw the two lights of the train in my face, and I could make out the shape of the conductor, and then I crashed into the tracks, and I smacked my head open on the ground.
Be advised, I do have a male on the tracks at that same location. He pushed the male, so the male's under the train right now.
He was under the train for 4 minutes before his rescue. He's alive.
And they told me to raise my hands above my head, and two firefighters on the platform pulled me up onto the platform, and I heard my ribs crack. It was unbelievably painful.
The 45-year-old victim suffered a fractured skull, 4 broken ribs, and a ruptured spleen.
Fucking lucky to be alive.
Linsky showed GMA the scuffed pink sneakers he wore that day, a reminder of his miraculous survival.
It's a powerful reminder that this can all be taken away from you at any moment.
I would never stand that close to the side of the tracks with it back to people, because I know that people are fucking scumbags. That angers me. Just why someone would just...
About spooky and scary. This is what a terrified mom saw on her Ring camera. It's a guy wearing a Hellfire Beast mask. He pretends to knock on the door, but he never actually touches it. He just stands there holding a handmade sign with a Bible verse from Revelations about the end of days. The homeowner, who does not want to be identified, spoke to KTVT TV.
I'm scared to leave the house. I'm scared to be at the house.
No doubt about it, this is one scary mask.
That's one hell of a nice ski mask. Some people have got too much time on their hands, aren't they? Dickheads like this were in people's neighborhoods.
The homeowner who saw the creepy sight outside her door says she has no idea who was trying to scare her family. Police came out and took a report, but they said no crime has been committed. Police did say, however,
that's true.
They'd be stepping up patrols in the neighborhood outside Dallas. The homeowner got the alert on her cell phone. She posted the scary ring camera footage on Facebook.
Person popped up on the video with
The thing of the matter is, what would have happened if she'd answered the door?
that goat's mask on, and they were approaching my door. I freaked out.
Neighbors are on edge. When you first saw
It was on the video, Kinell. I thought someone had rang our doorbell then.
this at your neighbor's doorstep, what was your reaction?
At first, I thought it was some type of prank, but she was really afraid, and I would be too if I saw that at my house.
We begin today with some heart-stopping video of
Really getting through these, it's like boosh into the next one, boosh into the next one.
an airplane crash, and it is giving us a unique view because it was filmed from right inside the cockpit. As Jim Murray reports, with the electronics out, the radio gone, the pilot tried to land, but there was a big problem. Another airplane right in front of him.
It's a crisis in the cockpit.
Yeah, some of these were pretty good. The guy who pushed the guy on the train tracks, I can't fathom what goes through people's heads. Honestly, it's almost like there's somebody, I'm not happy with my life, I'm going to just completely end somebody else's. Some people, I say, the more that life goes on, the more I lose faith in people. I need to probably find something a bit more cheerful next time, because some of these, Jesus. It's like the woman who clung onto the car. 5 seconds she was out of that car taking a dog for a walk and someone nicked it. The guy at the end might be a Jehovah's Witness, but he might be a Satan witness. I don't know what you call Jehovah's Witnesses. Satanic versions. But I wouldn't be answering the door to him, because one thing knocking on the door, going around the neighbourhood holding a sign saying Revelation, blah, blah, blah. But what happens when someone answers the door? I don't know. Scary people out there, isn't there? Anyway, let me know what you think. Do me a favour. Hit that like button, subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you don't do any of those things, just drop a comment in. Let me know what you think about some of these situations. Terrible world out there. Anyway, you take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.